Fourth quarter as well. Here is Norman Powell. Sees a crowd of defenders and slides it inside to Bam Adebayo.
So he kind of fits his personality and the way Norman likes to play, and early on, first basket of the game.
Norman went over to the coaching staff just a second ago and kind of waved his finger in front of them and said, "You're not going to get me this time." The bucket for the Clippers. Powell chased around by Beal, the floater. We saw so many times go through over his 200 games with the Clippers. Out scrapped for the loose ball by Mitchell. A reminder that the Heat played last night against the Lakers as Powell knocks down a three and has some friendly words for Ivica Zubac. Powell. Adebayo, this is a new look for him. 40% of his field goals attempted this year are threes. Adebayo electing for the mid-range, gets the same result.
The Miami Heat, and everybody's bought in.
Not a lot of pick and rolls. No, the Clippers have played well against Miami. How about Kawhi? He's won 17 in a row against the defenders in the league. Here's Harden on the wing for three. He starts his night with a triple, cuts the lead down to 6. Mitchell has been a good playmaker for Miami, averaging 9 assists per game. Harden, another three from the same spot, and now the Clippers get it going. Bradley Beal still on that minute restriction. He's played 3 games in 60 minutes. Kawhi for 3, and there centers to Wiggins. And he floats it in. We forget that Andrew Wiggins is a scorer in this league. Anybody in the NBA these days. Clippers lead by 3. Leonard goes to work on Larson. He's been feeling good in this first quarter. You see why. He's 4%. Is Fontecchio creating space and fires a 3. It is good. He has been as hot as anybody in the NBA. Second turnover for the Clippers. They've had issues early on this season and last. Leonard, who has 12 here in this first quarter. Dunn, and on that short roll, dismissed emphatically by Ware. Smith feeds off inside. Fights they've ever had. Late in the clock for Collins, contested 3. Oh, it rattles in for Collins. Fontecchio. Oh, great moving without the ball again. We saw it. When they get into the paint, good things are happening for both of these teams. Exhibit A, Your Honor. Lopez, a long 3. That's where he's probably most comfortable, it appears. We saw him take some really long 3s in the preseason. What's changed? What'd you work on? He's like, nothing. I just got opportunities. As Lopez feathers it in. Fontecchio deflected by Lopez. He's been everywhere so far in this first half, and now Beal runs the show. Cradles the ball himself. Oh, crash. Ware feeling good and lets it fly. Why not? All cotton for Ware.
Sometimes you got to be innovative and open to change, and they are this year. Right ball turnover.
Jovic with hard
forcing the ball to be on the perimeter for the Clippers. Got to make them pay when you got a chance, and that's how DJ able to knock it in.
Miami still shooting 58% from the field. Harden the 3, bucket. Harden with 14. Wiggins gets around James, sends it outside to Mitchell. Fields it low, blocked by Jones, recovered by Harden. Ahead to Jones, to the house. Mitchell colliding with Beal, overpowering him to the rim. Jaquez. Adebayo reverse layup, clever play. I feel like we haven't said his name in a minute. Leonard, 2-man game with Zoo. Look out for
run. They do it methodically, but when it's done right, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Jaquez down the lane. Again, that's where he does all of his damage. Leonard draws a crowd late in the clock. Harden going to have to don a cape and bail him out. He does! Harden with 17, and the Clippers lead by 9. Kawhi on the prowl. Gets his own rebound, hangs. Oh, and puts it in. Lob to Derrick Jones Jr., one of the few times unable to convert. Powell back to the basket, lays it in, counted, and a foul. This is a star-studded lineup, obviously, but hasn't been the strong point of the team right now. As Kawhi goes up and under, Kawhi certainly has been a strong point of the team. Harden clears it for his 4th rebound, 6 assists to go along with those 17 points. Larson intercepts the pass, takes it to the rack, and throws it down.
Capitalize off those turnovers.
Zoo on Mitchell, Mouse in the house, gets doubled. That leaves Beal open on the...
It's a burden you do have to carry. You feel like you have to carry the load, and speaking of which, this is where I think Bam, in this system, he can make plays off the dribble to his teammates.
Beal with the offensive foul. Miami a chance to tie or take the lead with a three. Alone on the wing is Wiggins, and he retaliates. Dueling banjos here in Inglewood. 80-79, Miami by one. 80-79, Miami. Adebayo, count it, and a foul. 7-point lead as well.
Yeah, but those turnovers haven't been caused by like the heat pressure. And that's a beautiful two-man game in the middle of the court. As far as create the gravity to get those pocket passes and those assists cross court, those numbers are going to be skewed. You know what I mean? Or received a harsher penalty there by picking it up. Mitchell.
Done. Talk about great footwork. Wiggins drops that one in. It's a 12-point lead for Miami. Clippers reshuffle the deck. Paul deals to Collins, elevates inside. Collins in the corner for three. Zoo taps it up and in. Double dips. 101-94. Smith. Oh, a wave of defenders crash behind him. The Clippers' energy to start the halves, not great. Miami Heat have taken advantage of that. Oh, how about taking advantage of it? Chris Dunn takes the inbound and lays it in.
Getting offense outside of your sets, kind of like your special teams in football. And that time, Chris Dunn started the quarter off just right. And I'm telling you, man.
Dunn brings it across half court. Harden. Collins again. This time it falls. Collins now with 10 off the bench. Sees the double coming. Backpedal. This is for the tie. Rebound back tap by Dunn. Straight away to Paul for the three. Got it! We are tied at 105. Timeout Miami. Once again, Clippers looking for the lead. Harden from the wing to the lane. Tied up, loses the handle. Mitchell. Taken right back by Dunn. Ahead to Larson. Wiggins alone for the three in the lead. 110-107 Miami. Kawhi baseline drive on Powell, backing him down. Connects. Kawhi with 25. Zoo out on the perimeter. Wiggins picks up the dribble. Powell attacks on Dunn. Cover play by Norman Powell. 21 in his return to Intuit Dome. It's a good test here for the Clippers against a very good Miami team. Harden drives the lane to the rim and in. 23 for Harden. Clippers trail by 2. 4 to shoot. In trouble. Can he bail him out? Oh, he's done it! Wow, what a shot!
Mitchell switches back on James. That time he tried to stay away from it and keep Kawhi in the middle of the lane. He just couldn't complete the play.
Wiggins for 3 in the lead. Leonard is down. 7 to shoot. Harden for the tie. Yes! Big shot! 1:45 to play. Tied at 116. From the nail. And the lead. Bam Adebayo puts the Miami Heat out in front by 2. 25 seconds to play. Harden pulls up from 3. Yes! What a shot! He's done it again! Powell gets the inbound. Tied up. Jump ball! Wow! And will it feature Zoo and Norman Powell? The toss to tap it is won by the Clippers. No timeout coming. Kawhi with the ball in his hands and the game on the line. Kawhi. Miami by 1. The game.